Our start time is 5 o'clock, and here you go. You've seen the video already. The 76-year-old going at her front door, and then she was tossed to the ground. Well, now, through the lens of the police body cameras, we see what happened before and after the arrest.
But it's difficult to process everything that's going on and what, if anything, is actually illegal. WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaac's been following this story. She spoke to a former Baltimore City Deputy Police Commissioner to get his take on how things went down. Abby.
He calls it difficult to watch at times and says the frustration from everyone is apparent. Jason Johnson used to conduct investigations on allegations of police misconduct, so he's looked at lots of cases like this one. He says there were many opportunities for the officers to de-escalate things and a better way to go about the arrest, but legally, he doesn't believe they did anything wrong. It was this video of a 76-year-old woman being slammed to the ground that prompted the investigation.
It is concerning to look. It's troubling to watch.
Body-worn camera footage now gives context.
I need to figure out what's going on, ma'am. You're okay.
That former Baltimore City Deputy Police Commissioner Jason Johnson says is important to understanding what happened.
In hindsight, all of this could have been avoided by simply a more proportional response.
The incident all started when officers were called to Sierra Floyd's neighborhood for a complaint about a boy with autism who became violent.
He hit my vehicle. He tried to walk into my house. He hit her in the chest.
Seconds into Officer Brennan's conversation with Floyd, things took a turn. She starts cursing. He threatens to arrest her, sparking a 10-minute-long argument.
Sir, you didn't wake my house.
No. Can you stop being disorderly? I will lock you up.
He leaves the scene and later shows up at her grandmother's house to arrest her for being disorderly, where the now viral incident took place.
Could you please get out of the way? She's under arrest. You're interfering with the lawful arrest. I do not want to charge you with anything.
Something Johnson believes was legal, but not necessarily the best course of action for a nonviolent misdemeanor.
Even though there's probable cause for this, disorderly conduct, I believe you don't always have to make an immediate arrest. You have to consider the seriousness of the crime, for one thing. As along with other factors. There are children in the home. There's an elderly woman in the home.
As for what happens at 76-year-old Rena Mellerson's house,
Close the door!
when the door is slammed on the officer's foot,
Back up now! Get back!
he uses pepper spray, deploys his taser, and pulls out his gun, all while calling for backup.
Dispatch, step him up, please.
He gets the door open as backup is arriving. Officer Schmidt sees him pulling Mellerson out of the home and grabs her.
Come out! Be easy with her. Easy.
The center of criticism.
I didn't do nothing.
Easy. What's going on, man? You're okay. Just bend over.
Schmidt later explains to Mellerson why he did it.
And I was seeing that you were the immediate threat at the time, okay? I just wanted to get you out of the way. No hard feelings. No, nothing personal.
While difficult to watch, Johnson believes it was a reasonable use of force.
He believes his partner or his squad mate is being assaulted or in danger, so he's going to react aggressively. But again, I think when you really look at it, it was a relatively minor use of force. It turned out it really wasn't warranted or necessary, but I do think based on what he had, it was reasonable.
The two officers involved have been moved to non-duty related positions pending the conclusion of internal and criminal investigations. Floyd and Mellerson are facing a series of charges. We're still waiting to hear a response from their attorney.